What is going on YouTube? Another video from Ricardo Gaming. How's it going? This is another video. I call it my tier list video, where I do tiers on videos. So, I am doing a tier on, I just did one on Marvel movies. Now I'm going to do DC movies. This is DC movies since um, Batman Begins has come out. Okay? So, since Batman Begins has come out. So, this is pretty interesting here. So, this one I think is Superman Returns. Bad. That was not a good movie. Not like like I said about Marvel. Like I consider a lot of DC movies to be very good. They're very fun movies to watch. So when I say a movie's bad, it's not always meaning that they're really bad. They're just bad for this type of movie. Like for example, if if I'm like going on a scale of 1 to 100, the worst DC movie would be like a 75. So on and so forth. So there's some bad DC movies, there's some bad Marvel movies, but overall, um, I'm just gonna rank all these movies, and Superman is probably one of the worst ones. Superman Returns. Man of Steel is the next one. That is actually a pretty solid movie. I don't personally like it. I think the problem that DC is having right now is they have so many people that aren't on the same page about things. If you look at Marvel, Marvel has one person run everything, and it's all on the same page. With DC, it seems like there's a new person in charge every day. Everyone gets their turn to be in charge, and they tried to make a Superman movie that had the tone of Batman, and I think that's why it didn't do so good. That's why I don't like it personally. I think it did okay, but I didn't like it personally. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was a very good movie. It's a great movie. It's almost an awesome movie, but it's not quite there. But it is a fantastically good movie. Dark Knight is, I mean, I'll give you a spoiler. That is the greatest. That's my favorite movie of all time. And I think it's one of the best movies ever made, and it has one of the best villains ever made. It has one of the. It's just really well done. Christopher Nolan is a genius when it comes to making movies, and the fact that he put together some of the best movies ever, superhero movies ever, like by far. I don't think any is going to be topped. And in my opinion, it still hasn't been topped as the best uh, superhero movie ever, but Batman movie ever nonetheless. Aquaman is like a step below awesome as well. It's very good. Everyone says that DC doesn't do well. These are two examples of some very well done movies by DC. Aquaman was fantastic. Superwoman was fantastic. I'm sorry, Wonder Woman was fantastic. Batman Begins is up there in the awesome category as well. Actually, I'm going to be fair. It's not as good as these two, but it was a pretty good movie. I'm sorry, this is Dark Knight, or the Dark Knight Rises. So I'm gonna put that on the good tier category, right above Man of Steel. I did not like the Dark Knight as much as I liked. I'm sorry, I did not like the Dark Knight Rises as much as some people might. Um, do not think it was. I thought it was a decent. It needs to be last in the great category. It was a good follow up. They had a lot of things. It just lacked a lot of action. It was a good story, good ideas, but it lacked a lot of action. Green Lantern. Now, a lot of people got a lot of bad things to say about Green Lantern. I don't think it's as bad as people think it is. Um, I just don't think that Green Lantern's a very appealing character, but I think the movie visually was okay. It had a decent storyline. Um, so, yeah, I'm going to go with that because there's definitely worse movies than this. Superman Returns is definitely worse than this movie. It may have to go down here to decent. We'll see. I want to make sure every category is filled, but it's definitely not as bad as people say. Jonah Hex, not a horrible movie, but not a good one either by any stretch of the imagination. Um, I'm not going to talk too much about Jonah Hex. I've seen it once. I thought it was okay. It wasn't horrible. The Jonah Hex portrayal in Legends of Tomorrow was much better, much better done. Done better than the movie. But Jonah Hex was not bad, and not to mention it does have one of my favorite actors in it. Ah, shoot, plays Cable, plays Thanos. What's his name? I can't think of it right now. Josh Brolin. There we go. Okay, Joker. Joker is an awesome movie. It's up there right alongside The Dark Knight. It's one of the best movies I think made in the last 20 years. It's definitely the best with the anti-villain where the villain is. I'm actually writing a sequel to it. It's kind of like a fan sequel. It's really interesting. Whenever I get it done, I'll actually announce it on here and you can check it out. The Watchmen is right up here with great. It is fantastic. That is one of the one of the best movies ever made from comic books. It has a really good story. They blended together a lot of plots. And this is like one of my things with Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder's style of directing works well with this movie, with Watchmen. It's very choppy, it's very broken up because you have multiple storylines. In this movie, you don't have that in other movies he's directed, so they didn't come out as well. But it worked very well with the Watchmen. So um, I liked it. It was very, very well done. Shazam, I actually like Shazam. I thought it was very good. So the last like three, other than one of the movies that just came out, it's not even on this list. Thank God, it'd be the worst one. Last like pretty much three movies that the DCU's put out when it comes to Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and then Shazam have been fantastic. They have all been very good movies. Um, so yeah, it's very good. And let's see, Batman versus Superman. I actually love this movie. I don't know why people hate on it so much. And I get why they hate on it, and I'll actually put that in the awesome tier cat. Nah, I'll put that right there where it belongs. I actually liked the movie. I thought it was very well done. I thought it was very good. The fight scene in the warehouse was amazing. I know everyone whines because Batman killed someone. You're talking about a different Batman. You're talking about one who's not compromising, and I think people just freak out over that. But it is what it is. People don't like it, but this is my list, not everyone else's list. Batman Begins is up there, and actually I'm gonna move this up here. Um, Batman Begins started the whole. This is like the list starts from Batman Begins on, and it is barely on the awesome category. It's a very good movie though. Very good origin story. Really goes into it. The only issue I have with this movie really is Christian Bale's Batman. I don't think Christian Bale's a good Batman. I think uh what's his name? Uh God damn, what's his name? Ben Affleck was a better Batman overall. He had more physique. He had the physique of Batman. Christian Bale looked like he looked way too skinny. He didn't look buff enough to be Batman. Just personal opinion. Justice League. Justice League falls in the good category. I didn't think it was bad, but I did not think it was good either. I don't like the portrayal of some of the characters. I think they really that one should have been done with a darker tone. And you have all these characters come together that we don't have any like. There's no connection with all of them. That's the problem with it. You have three characters here that have movies made about them before the movie. Actually, I don't think Wonder Woman had a movie about her before this. So you have all these movies that have come together for a movie, all these characters, and you know nothing about the Flash. You know nothing about Aquaman. You know nothing about Cyborg. So there's no baseline for all these guys. There's nothing like combined for it. So there's nothing that shows them off. So you have no baseline, you have nothing, and you're having all these characters interact with each other, but you know nothing about these characters. That's really where the problem comes with this movie. Suicide Squad I actually did not hate, but it goes in the decent category because it is better than Jonah Hex. It's not bad. Jared Leto's Joker is probably the worst part of the movie, and the Enchantress was CGI was horrible, but everything else in the movie was actually pretty good. Harley Quinn was amazing. I think Will Smith's character as Deadshot was very well done. Boomerang was pretty good. Killer Croc was pretty good. So a lot of the characters were done very well. It's just the problem is it just you had some things in it that just weren't done very well in the movie, and they did not. I don't understand how they watch the movie and think, yeah, this is good. Let's put it out there. And then the definitive edition. I don't know why there's two of these in here. I'm not really going to put it anywhere. It's the same movie, just has more extension. It's going to be exactly where it is right now. It's not going to change the movie too much for me. And now I'm going to arrange every tier. So obviously bad. Now I do want to throw this out there. There's a movie that just came out called Harley Quinn, and they've changed the title three times. It was just Birds of Prey. Then it was Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey, and then it was Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of the fabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn. I'm sorry, that movie's the worst one in DC right now. So that would be bad, and it would be a mile between that movie and Superman Returns. So not a big fan of that movie. It's not a very good movie at all. If you watch the last video, I said there was some Marvel. It was one of those agenda feminist movies. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna give my too much opinions on that. It just wasn't a very good movie. If you want, I can give it a movie explaining what I mean by that in more depth. But Superman is the worst, but it is worst on this list. But the worst one made to this date is Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. Um, and then Jonah Hex was. It's not bad. Like I said, it's not bad. It's just it's not great. It's a movie thrown together. Suicide Squad was hyped to be better than it was, and that's what was disappointing about it. Like I said, I like a lot of characters. Harley Quinn was portrayed very well by Margot Robbie. Will Smith and her have good on-screen chemistry. I love the actress who played Amanda Waller. What is her name right now? I can see her face. Shoot, I can't think of her name right now. I love the actress that plays her. I'm looking it up right now. Give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Yeah, man, this is frustrating me because I know this actress and I love her. Anything she's in, I'll watch. Viola Davis, there we go. I watch anything that woman's in. I love her. And she's a fantastic actress. And even one of the guys from one of my favorite shows, Spartacus, is in that. He plays the boomerang guy, which is funny because the other guy, if you watch the Flash TV show, um, okay, so the guy who plays Captain Boomerang, I think that's what his name is. Yeah, hold on, I'm looking for the name on here. Captain Boomerang. Hold on, it's not even on here. Shoot, I'm not gonna worry about it. But what's funny about that is the guy who plays Captain Boomerang. If you watch the Flash TV show, another guy from that show, the guy who actually gets him killed in the show, it plays Captain Boomerang in Flash. So it's really ironic that you got a guy playing Captain Boomerang, then they're both from the same show. It's just very ironic to me. It's pretty cool. Maybe it's not ironic to you. Captain Boomerang, Jai, he played Varro, Jai Courtney. So that's who plays him. So then we jump up here to good, and Green Lantern is the worst one in this tier. Like I said, it's not as bad as people think it is, or people portray it to be. Man of Steel, really, if you like that movie, just like total destruction. And it's a good origin story for Superman. Kevin Costner's in it. It's like I said, it's not a bad movie. It's just like to me, you can't portray Superman in such a dark tone. He's not the symbol on his chest means hope, and you can't portray that as being dark. Justice League. This one's ranked in exactly the order it needs to be in. Shazam is better than Justice League in all these. Shazam is better in all the movies below it. Okay, great. Dark Knight Rises is probably the worst one on the great category here. Batman vs Superman is a good movie. I think Aquaman and Wonder Woman are good. Shoot, this is a tough one. These are all four like really good movies, and they're all like equal standings to me. I think I gotta put Watchmen just above all of them. Yeah, I gotta go. That's the route I gotta go. And then the awesome tier is actually I'm gonna put this right here because Watchmen is awesome, and I gotta put it slightly above the Batman Begins. I gotta do it. It's slightly above it. So this is the tier that we're going with here. And like I said, the definitive edition, ultimate edition, I'm not gonna put it on there. It would go like right here. It's the same thing, but it doesn't really matter. So I guess I gotta put it there now. Shoot. Okay. I can change colors. Oh boy. Okay. I did not know that. Okay, I'll just do orange. Orange is my favorite color, so I'll just do orange. Okay. So ranking them from worst to best. So number 1 is The Dark Knight. Number 2 is Joker. Number 3 is Watchmen. Number 4 is Batman Begins. Number 5 is Batman vs Superman, and that's included in the Ultimate Edition. Number 6 is Aquaman. Number 7 is Wonder Woman. Number 8 is Dark Knight Rises. Number 9 is Shazam. Number 10 is Justice League. Number 11 is Man of Steel. Number 12 is Green Lantern. Number 14 is Suicide Squad. Number 15 is Jonah Hex. Number 17 is Man of Steel. Or I'm sorry, Superman Returns. And number 18, 19, the worst one, number 100 is Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey movie, whatever you want to call it. So that is the video. It's going on about 15 minutes. Please like, subscribe. If you have any requests for the movies you want me to do, They had one. I was looking for the tier on this. They had one that was just DCU. I thought it'd be way too short, so I went with everything since Batman Begins because this. I think this is really whenever the DC really got back in the swing of things when it comes to Batman movies or making comic book movies. So that's a video. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get all these videos. And like I said, this will go into a playlist, and so will the last one of I'll call it my tier category. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.